Hi, I'm Matt G., Professor of Literary Studies here at Evolution1, and I'd like to welcome you to another Evolution1 Masterpiece Book Club. It was a great time in Orlando a couple weeks ago when we all got together for Partner Conference 2014. It was a great time for everyone, and one of my fans gave me this t-shirt, which I think speaks volumes and echoes the sentiments of most of you. That's right, I'm kind of a big deal. Now that lucky fan won himself a year's supply of autographed Matt G bookmarks, and if you'd like to get some Matt G memorabilia, they can be obtained for the price of a fancy t-shirt. I am kind of a big deal. And you know what else is kind of a big deal? The June 2014 release is a big deal. Now last year we talked about how we were going down this epic journey of simplification and better designs for usability. Well, the June 2014 release is chock full of just those sorts of things. Let's dig in a little deeper, shall we? Chapter 1, as you'd expect, we start with the consumer. The consumer portal is getting another heaping helping of great new functionality and awesome usability improvements. The new and improved profile page makes it easier than ever for consumers to view and update details about themselves, their dependents, and beneficiaries. Consumers are also the real beneficiary of this release, as this new banking page allows consumers to add or change bank account information, order checks for HSA funds, and manage information relative to their prepaid debit card, as well as report a lost or stolen card and order a replacement. One tab to the right, we have a new design of the Statements and Notifications page, making it easy to locate a notification or statement with the 3 most recent items displayed. This is also the page where consumers can set or change their text messaging preferences. Last but not least, for the consumer portal, we've added a new Tools and Support page with a refreshed style and navigation to promote overall usability. All in all, I think you'll agree that this experience is cleaner, more intuitive, and helps consumers quickly get to where they want to go. And speaking of getting where you want to go, the One View dashboard menu has been added to the top level navigation, and we've added the I Want To widget onto every page that got a refresh in this release. All in the name of simplicity. Boom! Moving on, let's move to Chapter 2 and talk a little bit about our partners. Now, I would be remiss if I talked about ease of use and simplification if I didn't talk about all the great things we've done to make our partners' lives easier, whether it comes from implementations all the way through setting up new employers. Let's take a look at some of the first ones. We've done a lot of things to help with the functions of health savings accounts. Let's start by talking about fraud holds. Until now, the only manual hold capability an administrator had was to place a manual hold on a consumer's HSA for suspected fraud. With this June release, we've improved HSA administration by giving you the ability to apply custom created holds right from the administrator portal. Moving on, let's talk about FSA rollover support. As you recall, as of last October, consumers can now roll over $500 of unused FSA funds. New fields in OneCloud flexibly support this legislative change. The process for enrolling what we call spend down consumers in the next plan year is completely automated, so you do not have to manually identify those participants with a balance remaining in the source plan who aren't enrolled in the target plan. You can also opt consumers out of this automated process. In cases where consumers are participating in an HSA in the next plan year, you can opt them out of the auto rollover of spend down dollars into that FSA. In addition, a new minimum rollover amount was added so that consumers who are not participating in the next plan year will not roll dollars over if their balance is less than the minimum rollover amount that you set. And last but not least, let's talk about defined contribution plans, specifically mid-year enrollment. Now, prior to the June release, consumers only had access to mid-year enrollment processes if they were a new hire. Now, to support life event enrollments, such as loss of insurance due to a job change, or need for additional insurance like the birth of a child, consumers can shop for insurance online and enroll during the mid-year enrollment even if they're not a new employee. New fields and directions associated with this capability will be displayed right on the consumer portal. And that's just a few of the highlights coming in the June 2014 product release. Be sure to join us on May 15th for the OneCloud June 2014 release preview webinar for more information and details on this very exciting release. Thanks for tuning in to learn a lot more about our June 2014 release here at Evolution1. You know, just like me, it's kind of a big deal. And you know what else is a big deal? The relationship we have with our partners here at Evolution1. To us, you're the big deal, and this June 2014 release, it's all for you. Thanks for being such a big deal, and we'll catch you next time on the Evolution1 Masterpiece Book Club.